Hi friends, welcome to Jade Journeys and today's yoga class. This practice is designed to calm your nervous system through some gentle movement, forward folds, and releasing areas such as the hips and shoulders that tend to be tense from the modern everyday life. My intention is to guide you towards the parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest state, and a calm mind too. Let's begin today by finding a comfortable seated position in the middle of your mat, rolling your shoulders down and away from your ears, and resting your hands on your knees or in your lap, closing down your eyes, straightening through the spine. Just arrive here in this moment, connecting to your breath, beginning to take some really deep inhales into your belly, filling up your rib cage, chest and lungs, and exhale it all out, lungs, chest, belly, until you're totally empty. Beginning to tune into your body, and then tilting your right ear towards your right shoulder and placing your left hand on towards the mat, maybe bringing your right hand towards your left ear for some extra pressure on the left side of the neck. Keeping your eyes closed, coming back to center and tilting your left ear towards your left shoulder, extending your right fingertips towards the right side of your body, and maybe adding some weight with your left hand on your right ear. I invite you to keep your eyes closed for as much as you can throughout this practice, to really go within and tune in to your emotional, mental and physical bodies. Continue to breathe deeply. Then tilting your head back to center, releasing your arm down, and beginning to tilt your head forward, chin towards the chest, and then open up your eyes towards the sky before beginning to draw some really slow and juicy circles with your neck. Your nose is leading the way, head is heavy, the movement is controlled. Again, awareness is in the body parts that are moving, keeping your eyes closed. Maybe pausing at any point of tension, and then changing direction. You can explore slightly larger circles as you're beginning to bring some more energy and movement into your neck, maybe even some heat as you're warming up this part of your body. And finding your way back to center, pausing there for a moment in stillness, eyes are still closed. Placing your hands on your shoulders and beginning to circle your elbows forward in a circular movement. You can go as fast or slow as you like. Really over-exaggerate this movement. And then change direction bringing your elbows behind you. Eyes are closed. Releasing your hands down and inhaling your hands towards the sky. Exhaling, placing your right hand towards the right side of your body and extending your left hand over. Inhaling back to center and exhaling to release towards the left side, left hand towards the ground and right hand across and beyond your head. Inhaling back to center, arms towards the sky, and exhaling, placing your left hand on your right knee and your right hand behind you, twisting from the abdomen and looking over your right shoulder. Again, see if you can keep your eyes closed. Using your inhale to lengthen, coming back up, hands towards the sky, and exhale to release over towards the left side, left hand behind you, right hand towards the left knee, feeling the twist coming from the abdomen, using the inhalation to lengthen through the spine, and exhale to twist a bit deeper. Inhale, hands back towards center, extending your hands towards the sky, gazing up, and then releasing your hands down behind your back, cactusing your arms, giving your hands a shake, releasing out, and then finding your way towards all fours, tabletop position. Finding an inhalation to open your chest, navel towards the ground, cow, and exhale to arch the back, gaze towards the navel for cat. Inhaling to open, exhaling to contract. You can move at your own pace here for your cat-cows. Really over-exaggerating this movement to awaken the energy throughout the spine. Inhaling to open and exhaling to contract. Again, try to keep your eyes closed. You can also begin circling your hips and your entire torso from side to side, maybe in figure eights, opening up the lateral side of the spine, and finding neutral, inhaling your right hand up towards the sky, and exhaling to thread your right hand underneath the left side of your body, extending your left arm in front of you, resting your right ear and cheek towards the ground. We're in our thread the needle pose, releasing our right shoulder deeply into the earth. If you like, you can bring your left hand towards your lower back, or maybe even find a bind around the right thigh. For every exhalation, you can imagine all the stress or tension in your right shoulder just oozing out on the mat. I believe it was Bill Murray who once said, "Someone told me some secrets early on about living. You have to remind yourself that you can do the very best you can when you're very, very relaxed. No matter what it is, no matter what your job is, the more relaxed you are, the better you are." From here we're going to anchor our left hand back into the ground and extend our right hand up towards the sky again, drawing some circles with our right arm forward and then shaking it out to release. Inhaling our left hand up towards the sky and exhaling to thread the needle towards the right side. Left shoulder sinks into the ground, the left ear and cheek too, extending your right hand forward or bringing it towards your lower back or left thigh. Wherever you are, allowing your upper body to sink into the earth. connecting back to your breath, closing down your eyes. Bringing awareness to your left shoulder. And again, using your exhalation to release any tension that you might be holding on to in your shoulder. Becoming curious of where your mind is going. Beginning to anchor your right palm back into the ground and using it to push yourself back up, extending your left arm up towards the sky and drawing some circles forward with your left hand, bringing some movement into the shoulder joints, giving the left hand a shake, and then lowering yourself all the way down to the ground, extending your left hand towards the left side of the mat, 90-degree angle towards the side, bending into your right knee, placing your right hand in front of your chest and rolling onto the left side of your body. You can keep your right leg extended above your left. We're targeting the shoulders here. You should feel a deep release in your shoulder. Focusing on your breath, eyes are closed. Becoming aware of the sensations in your body. The wise sage Patanjali says that yoga is the stilling of the fluctuations of the mind. And rolling back, coming onto your stomach, resting your right cheek onto the earth or onto the hands in front of you, neutralizing the spine for a moment, then extending your right hand out towards the right side at a 90-degree angle, using your left hand to roll over towards the right side of the body, bending into the left knee and placing it behind your left foot behind the right knee. You should find that really deep sensation in the shoulder blades and shoulders. Try to relax into this pose. So often we hold on to a lot of tension and stressful feelings, maybe anxiety in our upper body and shoulders. You might experience it as a feeling of carrying the weight of the world. Try to let go of that and invite more space and lightness into this area. Closing down your eyes if they aren't already closed. Softening your facial expression. Unclenching your jaw. And coming back to those deep belly breaths. And rolling back towards your stomach, placing your left cheek onto the floor. Relaxing your entire body here. Relaxing your shoulders, your hips falling heavy. Just integrating and pausing for a moment. Something I try to live by is to slow down, to speed up. paradoxically, rest is productive. Time of being rather than doing, feeling rather than thinking. See if there's any part of your body that still feels tense right now. See if you can soften. And placing your hands into the ground, lifting yourself up. We're going to bring our feet as wide as the mat is long. So see how wide you can bring them. Maybe you need to bend slightly into your knees. Maybe you want to sit up on a cushion or a block. Just arriving here for your straddle. Legs are extended. Inhaling to lengthen through the spine, and exhale to bring your right hand towards your right foot and fold over towards the right leg, extending your left hand or elbow towards the sky. Or if it's possible, you can bring your left hand above and beyond your head, allowing your right elbow to fall towards the earth, opening up the entire left side body here. You go where you go, don't force anything. Then inhale to come back to center, and exhale to begin folding over towards the left side. Left hand towards the left foot, left elbow towards the leg or floor, right elbow towards the sky, or you allow your right hand to reach for the left foot, opening up the right side body this time, and inhaling back to center, extending your hands up towards the sky, exhaling, releasing your hands down. We're going to alternate now by bending into our knees and finding a forward fold position here, so you can come onto your forearms, your hands, whatever feels good for you, but keeping your knees bent. Closing down your eyes. Using your breath as an anchor to still the mind and slow down your thoughts. You can try even holding your breath, inviting some retentions. Inhaling, then holding to a count of 4 seconds before exhaling. Noticing that in those pockets of no air or activity of your breath, you might discover some profound stillness. And beginning to walk your hands back towards your body, just pausing there for a moment, using your hands to bend into your knees. Coming back on towards the middle of your mat, extending your legs in front of you. You can remove your glutes slightly from underneath you to come more clearly onto your sitting bones. Inhaling your hands up towards the sky, and exhale to fold forward. You can bend into your knees as much as you need. You can bring your hands towards your feet if that is accessible, or just Place them on your legs or next to your knees, wherever they go. Tuning into the back sides of your legs, your hamstrings, your lower back. Closing down your eyes here again. Coming back to your breath. I invite you to continue exploring the breath retention on your inhale. Inhaling to fill yourself up. Hold the breath to a count of 4. Then exhale it all out. Using your inhalation to energetically lengthen through the spine, and exhale to fold even deeper. This kind of pose is a very effective way of tapping into our rest and digest system. You can slowly begin walking your hands back towards your body, just lengthening through the crown of the head, with your legs extended in front of you. Then bringing your hands behind your knees, bending into your knees and windshield wiping them from side to side. From here we're going to move in towards our frog pose. So coming into a tabletop position, and then begin walking your knees out towards the side as wide as you can, but choosing a foundation for your frog pose with integrity, listening to your body's boundaries. Making sure that the ankles of your feet are in line with your knees, toes face out, and then begin lowering your body down. You can stay upright with your hands in touch with the earth, or if it's available to you, you can come onto your forearms, targeting the groins and the hips here. Just allow yourself to fall deeply into this pose, letting gravity play its part, allowing your hips to fall towards the ground, but again, no force, easing into it. I like the quote by the yogi Vanda Scaravelli. A rigid mind is very sure, but often wrong. A flexible mind is generally unsure, but often right. One big teaching of yoga is to keep us open. Physically, emotionally, mentally. That allows life to flow through us. You can begin walking your hands back towards your body and very gently bringing your knees back together. And then sitting back into a child's pose, allowing your hips to rest onto your heels. And instead of extending your arms in front of you, bring your hands and arms alongside your body. Hands towards your feet and toes, allowing your head to rest heavily onto the floor. The space between your eyebrows connected to your mat. And just pause here for a moment. Integrating that frog pose. Come back to your breath. Eyes are closed. Again, coming back to the breathing with a retention. You can introduce the retention on your exhale. So as you release the breath out, you hold it out to a count of 4. And then you inhale again. From here, beginning to come back onto all fours, tabletop position, tucking your toes and extending your legs, lifting your hips up towards the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet, bending into one knee at a time. You can bend into your knees as much as you need to. Then inhaling your right foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog, and exhale to bring your knee towards your chest. Inhale to three-legged dog and exhale knee towards chest. Inhale three-legged dog and exhale to bring your knee towards your right hand and your right foot towards your left hand, lowering your hips down into your pigeon pose. Extending through the spine, opening the chest. And as you begin to arrive in this pose, you may want to fold forward, coming deeper into your body. Eyes are closed. Bringing awareness to your hips. You can stay on your forearms. Or you may want to bring your forehead towards the mat. Wherever you are, be there fully. Come back to your breath. Using every exhalation to intentionally release anything that is no longer serving you. Slowing down your breath. Allow yourself to really surrender in this pose, inviting a sense of ease and softness. What happens on the other side of letting go of effort? Placing your hands into the ground, tucking your left toes, stepping your right leg back, shaking your right leg, three-legged dog, Then stacking the hips and bending into the right knee for a moment before releasing your right foot down to meet the left, pedaling your feet and inhaling your left foot towards the sky, exhaling left knee towards the chest, inhaling three-legged dog, exhaling knee to chest, inhaling three-legged dog, and exhaling to guide your left knee towards your left hand, your left foot behind your right hand, extending your right leg behind you, inhaling to lengthen through the spine, and exhaling to beginning to find your variation of pigeon today. You can stay upright, you can come onto your forearms, or you can lower your upper body towards the ground in front of you. Softening your face, closing down your eyes, unclenching your jaw, and beginning to invite breath into your hips. Inhaling softness and spaciousness, and exhaling tension and stagnancy. BKS Iyengar once said, "Yoga is like music. The rhythm of the body, the melody of the mind, and the harmony of the soul create the symphony of life." I find that so beautiful, and I couldn't agree more. Yoga is this gift of aligning yourself with the nature and yourself, this connection, awareness, and experience of yourself, your true, pure essence. If you'd like to, you can invite some breath retention in this pigeon pose too. Either on your inhalation or exhalation, holding the breath for 4 seconds. And then beginning to slowly walk your hands back towards the center of your body, tucking your right toes and stepping your left foot back towards three-legged dog, stacking the hips, bending into the left knee, bringing your left foot towards the glute, shaking the left leg out before coming back into your downward facing dog. You're going to flow through a vinyasa, inhaling to high plank, exhale to lower your knees, chest and chin towards the ground. Inhaling to open up into your upward facing dog, and exhale back into your downward facing dog. Beginning to walk your toes towards your hands, and then lower your hips down, coming into a seated position at the center of your mat, bringing the soles of your feet together, flapping your knees up and down, making sure there's enough space behind you to begin fold your entire torso towards the ground, coming into your reclined butterfly, placing your left hand on your heart and right hand on your stomach, just holding yourself here for a moment. Breathing deeply into your belly. The only thing that is moving is the organs allowing you to breathe, focusing on your breathing, maybe visualizing the air moving up and down between your belly, rib cage, chest, lungs, throat, nose, throat, chest, lungs, rib cage, all the way down into your belly. Feeling gratitude for this process, since it's keeping you alive every second, minute, hour, day, week, month, year. Such a gift. And using your hands to fold your knees together, walking your feet mat width apart, and allowing your knees to fall into the midline of the mat, touching each other. This is a way of releasing the lower back, taking all the pressure off our back. One of the few positions that allows us to do that. I invite you to keep your eyes closed for the remainder of this practice. Begin hugging your knees in towards your chest, rocking slightly from side to side, massaging your lower back, and scooching your hips slightly to the right and allowing your knees to fall towards the left side of the mat, extending your right arm out towards the right side, right cheek towards the floor, left hand can come onto your knees. Deep breathing, allowing your shoulders to fall heavy, staying connected to the ground beneath you. And then beginning to guide your knees back towards center. You can draw some circles with the knees, changing direction of those circles, and scooching your hips slightly to the left and allowing your knees to fall over towards the right, extending your left arm out towards the left side. Right hand can rest onto your knees. I invite you to breathe to a count of 8, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhaling 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The slower we breathe, the slower our mind will spin. Beginning to bring your knees back in towards your chest, extending your feet up towards the sky, bringing your hands to the outside of your ankles, coming into your happy baby here for a moment. You can rock from side to side. If there is any other position you would like to do before your final rest, feel free to do so now. You can pause here if you would like to stay in the Shavasana for a long time. Beginning to get really comfortable on the mat, extending your legs, feet, mat width apart, opening wide like a book, hands and arms extended alongside or out from your body. Find yourself melting into the earth, becoming really heavy. Relaxing the space between your eyebrows, softening your eye sockets, unclenching your jaw, relaxing your shoulders down and away from your ears. Abdomen is relaxed, hips falling heavy, legs soft and heavy. Allow yourself to totally let go and surrender here. And gently begin bringing awareness back into your body, placing your hands on your heart. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank yourself for showing up for this practice and gifting yourself the medicine of yoga for your mind, body and soul. Bringing the palms of your hands to touch front of your third eye or heart. Taking a moment to feel gratitude. I will leave you with a quote to end the class today by a woman named Katrina Kennison. What I want to say to you is this: just for today, live the passionate truth of who you are. Stop looking at what is undone, what you haven't achieved, where you've fallen short. Look instead into your own full heart. If your journey brings you to a choice between love and fear, choose love. Vulnerability is its own grace and its own gift. Offer it. Be brave enough to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to be seen, dancing and falling and failing and trying again. You are loved, and all that you have to offer is deeply needed. Your own presence is a force for healing. Be present. There is more going on than you know, more guidance and support surrounding you than you can even begin to imagine. Trust it. Your own strong roots are in place, in your own body, in the earth, in the ongoing story of your life, just as it is. Put your faith in those roots and allow yourself to go with the flow. Let go and breathe into the goodness that you already are. Move with the current, not against it. Resist nothing. Let life carry you. You have work to do. Begin it.